My beloved child, pause. Take one breath with me. Let the noise around you soften for a moment, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not accidental. This message has been placed before you at the exact second your spirit needed it, and heaven has made sure you did not miss it this time. There are 45 minutes before something long hidden begins to move in the physical world around you. Not a disaster, not a punishment, a shift, a revelation, a divine movement that was written for you before you even understood how to ask for guidance. And right now, I, Archangel Michael, am standing beside you, urging you gently, lovingly, with a fierce protection. Do not look away from this moment. You always feel it before it arrives. That strange heaviness behind your ribs, that pull in your spirit, that makes you pause without knowing why, that whisper of, pay attention. That whisper is me. That urgency is heaven trying to reach you one more time before the next chapter begins. Something, someone is preparing to step toward your life. But not all who approach are sent with good intentions. Not every smile is honest. Not every opportunity is pure. There is a conversation happening right now about you, and though you cannot hear it yet, your soul already knows the shift is coming. This message found you because your name has been spoken in a place your feet have never walked. There is a decision being formed. There is a truth being uncovered. There is an energy shifting around you, and heaven does not want you blindsided. You have ignored messages before, not because you don't care, but because you've been tired, overwhelmed, carrying too much alone. You've scrolled past signs that were meant to comfort you. You've convinced yourself that later was a safer time to open your heart. But child, later is now. You are stepping into a moment where your spirit must wake, rise, and see clearly, because within these next 45 minutes, something begins, a domino that leads to revelation, protection, blessing, and truth. And heaven refuses to let you walk unprepared. I see the tears you never speak of. I see the weight you hide beneath your quiet strength. I see the loneliness you pretend has become normal. I see the disappointment you tuck into the corners of your chest. And I also see your resilience, your softness, your fierce loyalty, your desire to love without breaking, your wish to finally feel seen, really seen, by someone who does not take from you, but cherishes you. That is why this message is here, because what comes next requires a heart awake and a spirit aligned. And I will not allow an enemy, a pretender, or a false connection to step ahead of your destiny. Listen carefully. There is someone who has been silent about something you deserve to know. The truth they carry is heavy, and the time for hiding it is ending. Either they will speak, or someone else will reveal it for them. A mask is slipping. A facade is cracking. A truth is preparing to surface. And I will guard your heart through all of it. You may receive a call, a message, a sudden thought that feels too significant to dismiss. A sign that repeats until you finally understand it is meant for you. Do not ignore these signals. Not this time. You have been patient long enough. You have given beyond measure, and heaven is ready to return to you what was stolen, buried, delayed, or blocked by hands that never had the right to touch your destiny. Your energy is shifting, and people feel it, even people who never intended to admit it. When you walk into rooms now, the atmosphere changes. When you speak, your words carry weight. When you move, the unseen realm rearranges itself around you. You are not ordinary. You never were. And the world is about to see it. But hear this with clarity. The blessing that carries your name can only reach you if you stay aligned. Stay awake. Stay present. Do not scroll away from the guidance heaven is sending. There is a door opening, one you thought was sealed forever. And child, I am the one unlocking it. What waits behind it will feel like a breath you've needed your whole life. A peace that enters your bones. A confirmation that silences every fear that has been whispering lies into your spirit. But before that blessing arrives, the last test appears. A familiar voice. A tempting distraction. A false promise. A return from the past that does not carry true change. Be discerning. Not everything sent your way is meant to stay in your life. The next version of you refuses half love. The next version of you refuses half truths. The next version of you refuses the roles where you were unseen. You are allowed to choose yourself now. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to walk away from anything that cost your peace. And heaven will replace everything you release in obedience. My child, hear me with your whole being. You are not in danger. You are in transition. The pressure you feel is not collapse. It is spiritual expansion. Your old wounds are being pushed to the surface so healing can reach them. Your old patterns are being broken so your future can find you. Your old fears are dissolving because they cannot exist in the place you are going. You are stepping into a season where your heart will be held. Your purpose will be clear. Your spirit will be strong. Your blessings will arrive without you chasing them. Your enemies will expose themselves without you lifting a finger. But there is one thing you must do. Do not walk away from this moment. Stay. Breathe. Listen. If this message is touching your heart, that means your spirit recognizes truth. And when your spirit recognizes truth, alignment begins. Doors open. Angels move. Peace settles. And if this message is resonating with you, take one moment, just one, to like and subscribe, not as a transaction, but as a declaration. I am not skipping my calling anymore. Your support helps this message reach others who feel alone in the dark you've walked through. And the more light we spread, the more darkness breaks. Now breathe again, child. What comes next will require courage, openness, and readiness. And heaven is preparing you. Stay with me, child. Let your spirit settle into these words, because the shift that is approaching your life requires calm, clarity, and readiness. You have walked through enough storms. Now heaven wants to guide you through the doorway you have been prepared for, even when you didn't know preparation was happening. There is something you need to understand. You did not lose time. You were being aligned. Every delay had purpose. Every closed door had protection hidden inside it. Every disappointment was a redirection wrapped in disguise. And now the path that once felt blocked is beginning to open, piece by piece, moment by moment, breath by breath. But listen, before blessings reveal themselves, truth must reveal itself first. There is someone whose presence in your life has not been fully honest. They have carried unspoken intentions. They have withheld words that matter. Heaven has allowed this silence until now. But the time for revelation has arrived. What is hidden must be exposed so that your next chapter is built on clarity instead of confusion. You will hear something soon. A confession, a truth, a subtle slip of words that reveals more than the person intended. A message at a strange hour that feels too significant to ignore. This will not be accidental. It will be a divine unveiling. And when it happens, do not react from fear. React from awareness. React from strength. Because I will be standing with you, guiding your discernment, sharpening your intuition, making sure your heart chooses what aligns with your destiny and not what pulls you backward. You have outgrown too much to shrink again. Your spirit has matured. Your faith has deepened. Your vision has sharpened. Your value has increased. This is why some people feel distant, not because you did anything wrong, but because your elevation exposes what cannot join you anymore. The next level of your life cannot be built with the same bricks that once broke you, and the version of you that is emerging cannot be held by people who only understood your old wounds, not your new strength. You are stepping into a season of spiritual refinement, divine connections, and restored identity. But before the blessing lands, the battlefield must clear, and that is what the next 45 minutes are preparing you for. There is spiritual movement happening around your name right now. Protection is being placed around your path. Angels are rearranging circumstances, removing hidden traps, dissolving energetic ties that were draining your soul. You may not see it with human eyes, but your spirit can feel the shift. That heaviness you feel in your chest, it's not fear, it's awakening. That sudden clarity, it's guidance. That pressure in your heart, it's alignment. And soon, that pressure will turn into peace. Child, there is someone watching you more closely than you realize. Someone who once underestimated you. Someone who thought you would remain in the chapter they left you in. But they did not expect your rise. They did not expect your healing. They did not expect your light to intensify the way it has. Their return may already be forming. But hear me clearly. Not everyone who comes back is meant to move forward with you. Some returns are tests. Some returns are closure. Some returns are simply proof that you have outgrown what once held you. Do not confuse familiarity with destiny. If their energy feels heavy, painful, unsure, trust that discomfort. Your intuition is not exaggeration. It is divine communication. You are being called into relationships that feel like peace, not chaos, into connections where your heart isn't bargaining for love, into environments where your spirit isn't shrinking to fit someone's lack of vision. Heaven is preparing someone who sees your worth without needing to be convinced, someone whose soul recognizes yours, someone who speaks to your spirit, not your wounds, someone who does not take from you, but walks beside you with balance, tenderness, and truth. But for them to enter, the door behind you must close. Let go of the patterns that once shaped your heartbreak. Let go of the people who only loved the version of you that didn't know your worth. Let go of the fear that choosing yourself means losing everything. Heaven never removes without replacing. And what replaces the old in your life will feel like a miracle disguised in gentleness. You are stepping into full circle moments very soon. Moments where you revisit old places but walk in with new power. Moments where conversations bring closure instead of confusion. Moments where opportunities that once felt too big now feel like your natural territory. But before these moments arrive, you must hear this. You are not a burden. You are not hard to love. You are not invisible. You are not too late. You are becoming. Every tear you cried in silence watered the soil of your transformation. Every night you stayed awake questioning your purpose was a moment heaven was reshaping it. Every betrayal you survived refined your discernment. Every loss you endured created space for what you truly deserve. You have been growing in the dark, and now the world is about to see your bloom. But growth requires readiness. So speak this quietly to yourself right now. I am open. I am protected. I am aligned. I am ready. Feel the truth settle into your chest. Something is coming toward you. A message, a shift, a moment that will feel divinely timed. You may think it's small at first, but it will trigger a chain reaction of blessings, clarity, and opportunities you once thought were beyond your reach. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is activation. Heaven moves when your spirit awakens, and your spirit is awake now. Child, your angels have been waiting for you to reach this very moment. You did not stumble here. You were guided here. You were drawn here. This message is not entertainment. It is preparation. It is protection. It is prophecy. And if this message is stirring your heart, breathing life back into hope, or making the weight inside you lift even slightly, then take a gentle moment to like and subscribe. Not for numbers, not for vanity, but because when you do, you join a spiritual chain of light, and every shared message becomes a lifeline for someone else walking through the darkness you've conquered. Your engagement spreads the very hope heaven is trying to give the world through you. Now, child, breathe deeply, because what comes next will bring clarity. What comes next will bring revelation. What comes next will show you why heaven refused to let you give up. You are close, closer than you realize, to the moment everything begins to shift. Come closer, child. Let this next part settle gently into your spirit, because what you're about to step into requires a heart that is steady and a soul that is willing. The atmosphere around you is shifting, and heaven is aligning things that once felt impossible. Every moment you stay present opens another layer of revelation meant specifically for you. Listen carefully now. There is a version of you that believed you had to suffer alone. A version of you that thought strength meant silence. A version of you that carried everyone else's burdens while quietly drowning in your own. That chapter is ending. You have been lifted from that season, even if the residue still feels fresh. In these next 45 minutes, something will be released. A weight, a thought, a memory, a fear, something that has been gripping your spirit will loosen its hold. You may feel lighter out of nowhere. You may feel tired in a way that feels like release rather than exhaustion. You may feel an unexplainable peace. All of this is confirmation. Heaven is working. You are being reshaped from the inside out, and because of that, your future is rearranging itself to match your growth. The path you once walked with caution will soon feel open, bright, and guided. The confusion that lingered in your mind will give way to clarity. The doubt that lived in your chest will dissolve into certainty. You asked for change. You asked for signs. You asked for guidance. This is the answer. Child, there are blessings that have been waiting for your readiness, not your perfection, your readiness. Heaven does not move by perfection. It moves by alignment. And right now, you are aligning. Your spirit is awakening. Your heart is softening. Your faith is strengthening. Your path is clearing. And now, I must prepare you for something that is approaching your life. Something, or someone, whose arrival will make sense of 1,000 unanswered questions. This person I speak of, whether they are someone new or someone whose soul has been quietly connected to yours, carries a purpose tied to your destiny. They are approaching with intention, not confusion. They are being guided toward you because their presence brings balance to your journey. They will not take from you. They will not drain you. They will not distort you. They will see you fully and meet you with truth. But hear me, for this divine connection to enter, you must stop entertaining energies that pull you backward. Stop accepting half-effort. Stop allowing inconsistency. Stop craving validation from those who cannot love the depth of your spirit. Stop shrinking to fit into places that were never designed for your growth. The next season of your life requires boundaries built from wisdom, not fear. You are not hard to love. You were simply giving your heart to people who did not know how to receive it. Release them gently. Release them fully. Release them without resentment, because what is coming toward you is love that does not confuse, betray, or exhaust you. Love that feels like clarity and calmness intertwined. And now, let me tell you something that will happen very soon. Heaven is preparing a moment that will feel like a freeze in time. Something will happen. A word, a message, a small encounter that will make you stop and think, was that meant for me? Yes, it will be. This moment will not be loud or dramatic, but it will land in your soul with incredible weight. It will mark the beginning of a sequence that leads you to the blessing you've been praying for. You have not missed your miracle. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. Everything has been orchestrated with precision, and the timing you once questioned will become the timing you praise. But listen carefully again. Someone from your past, someone who thought they could return when it benefited them, will feel the shift in your spirit. They will sense that you are moving forward. They will sense that heaven is aligning new love, new opportunities, new confidence in your life. This may cause them to reach out, to suddenly miss you, to suddenly realize your value. But child, pay attention to their consistency, not their emotion. Anyone can miss you. Not everyone can meet you. Not everyone can walk with you into a future that requires strength, truth, and transformation. If their return feels heavy, if it brings confusion, if it stirs the same wounds you've healed, that is heaven protecting you. Let the past remain closed. Let the cycle remain broken. Let the healing you fought for stay intact. You are not who you used to be, and because of that, you cannot love the way you used to love. Your heart is wiser now. Your spirit is sharper now. Your standards are heaven-ordained now. And this is why your next relationship, whether romantic, spiritual, or platonic, will be different. Heaven is sending people who match your growth instead of your wounds. People who feel like peace. People who speak life into your spirit. People who don't ask you to dim your light. People who open doors instead of closing them in your face. People who see the divine in you without being threatened by it. These are the connections your heart has been longing for, and they are coming. But before they arrive, you must see yourself as heaven sees you. Forgive yourself for the moments you accepted less. Forgive yourself for staying too long. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you couldn't have known then. Forgive yourself for loving deeply. That was never a weakness. Child, your heart is not a burden. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. Your loyalty is not a mistake. Your softness is not something to hide. These qualities are divine. These qualities separate you from the world. These qualities are the reason heaven is elevating you. Now listen, because this part is important. You are not behind. You are not delayed. You are not forgotten. You are right on time for the miracle that is preparing to enter your life. And when it comes, it will not feel like luck. It will feel like recognition, like something your spirit already knew was yours. You will rise. You will heal. You will love again without fear. You will step into opportunities that once felt unreachable. And with every step, I will be beside you, guiding, protecting, revealing. Child, if these words are resonating deeply within you, if you feel that stirring in your chest, that warmth moving through your spirit, know that this message is confirmation. And if your heart feels called, take a moment to like and subscribe so you remain connected to the guidance that is meant to keep your path illuminated. Each time you do, you help another soul receive the message heaven has for them too. You become part of a chain of light. Now take a deep breath with me. The final part of this message carries the revelation your heart has been waiting for. Come into this final moment with a steady heart. You have walked through every word, every truth, every awakening in this message, and you did not turn away. That alone tells heaven everything it needs to know about your readiness. Now listen carefully, because this is where the revelation settles into your spirit, where understanding meets purpose, and where preparation meets promise. Child, the reason the enemy fought you so hard this year was not because you were weak. It was because you were becoming powerful. Every battle you faced was a reaction to your growth. Every storm you survived was a sign of your rising. Darkness does not fight what it does not fear, and it feared the version of you that is emerging right now. You did not break. You did not fold. You did not lose yourself. You kept going even when your heart felt heavy. You kept praying when answers seemed far away. You kept loving even after disappointment. You kept believing even when doubt whispered in the dark. And heaven recorded every moment of your perseverance. Now, because of that endurance, you are stepping into a season where your faith overtakes your fear, where your clarity overtakes your confusion, where your purpose overtakes your pain. But here is the truth that seals your next chapter. You are now entering a divinely protected season. There is a shield over your name. There is a covering over your spirit. There is protection over your path. There is favor walking ahead of you, rearranging what once stood in your way. Your name is being spoken in rooms you have not entered yet, in ways that bless you, open doors for you, and reveal opportunities you didn't even know were waiting. People you never met are being guided to help you. Resources you didn't expect are being aligned for you. Breakthroughs you prayed for are being released to you. And in the next few days, yes, days, you will feel it. Something will happen that makes time feel like it stops for a moment. It may be small in the physical world, but it will be loud in your spirit. A message, a conversation, a sign, a realization, something that carries the weight of heaven's fingerprints. You will know it when it arrives because it will feel like peace wrapping itself around your chest. Let me tell you this clearly. Your miracle is already approved. Heaven was simply waiting for your heart to be open enough to receive it. You have grown. You have healed in places no one knows about. You have risen from wounds that once made you question your worth. You have shed old identities that no longer fit the calling on your life. And now heaven says, you are ready. Ready for love that feels like home. Ready for opportunities that feel aligned. Ready for connections that bring peace. Ready for blessings that stay. Ready for a future that honors who you truly are. You are not stepping into a repeat of the past. You are stepping into a rebirth of your spirit. Listen, chill. There is someone whose heart has been prepared for you. Someone who will not hesitate. Someone who will not confuse you. Someone who will not keep you guessing. Their presence will feel like safety, like understanding, like the answer to a prayer you whispered long ago. Do not fear this love when it comes. Do not push it away. Do not measure it by wounds from the past. You are allowed to receive what is good. You are allowed to trust what is real. You are allowed to experience love that does not hurt. And when this person enters your life, everything will make sense. Every heartbreak, every delay, every closed door. Because you will finally understand why heaven never allowed you to settle. Now, before heaven releases the next phase of your blessing, I need you to say something out loud. These words activate what has been waiting for your agreement. Speak it gently. I am chosen. I am worthy. I am ready. My miracle is here. Say it again with breath. Say it again with belief. Say it again with authority. These words unlock what doubt tried to delay. You have crossed over, child. You are no longer living in the version of yourself that questioned whether good things were meant for you. You are now living as the version that receives confidently, completely, gratefully. Now, let me tell you something sacred. Your dreams are not too big. Your prayers are not too much. Your desires are not unreasonable. They were placed in your heart by heaven itself. And heaven never plants a seed without preparing a harvest. What is coming will surprise you by how gentle it feels. It will arrive without force, without chaos, without confusion, without pain. It will fit. It will flow. It will feel like destiny. And when it arrives, you will whisper, "Now I understand. This is why I had to wait." Child, your angels are already moving. The blessing is already unlocking. The shift is already happening. The protection is already placed. You are walking into a chapter with restored confidence, renewed strength, and divine favors surrounding your every step. And if this message has spoken to you deeply, take one gentle moment to like and subscribe. Not as an action of habit, but as a spiritual agreement that says, I am staying aligned with the voice that guides me. Your engagement helps this message reach the hearts that are crying out for clarity the way you once did. You extend heaven's hand through your simple act of connection. Now breathe. Child, feel the peace settling over you. Feel the clarity rising in your chest. Feel the doubt leaving your spirit. Feel the promise taking shape. This is your moment. This is your awakening. This is your divine confirmation. You are seen. You are loved. You are protected. You are guided. You are chosen. Walk forward now, knowing heaven walks with you. What comes next is not just change. It is transformation. Not just blessing, but breakthrough. Not just love, but alignment. Your new beginning begins now. Archangel Michael is with you, always.